Bhagavad Gita Chapter 18. Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, the yoga of liberation through renunciation and surrender. Arjuna said, O mighty armed Krishna, I wish to understand the nature of sannyasa and tyaga. O Hrishikesha, I would also like to know the difference between the two, O slayer of the demon Keshi. The Supreme Lord said, O Arjuna, the sages understand sannyasa as the renunciation of all desireful actions, and the learned declare tyaga as abandoning the fruits of all works. Some contemplative wise men declare that all kinds of actions should be given up as evil, while others maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. Now hear my conclusion on the subject of renunciation, O tiger amongst men, for renunciation has been declared to be of three kinds. Actions based upon sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned, they must certainly be performed. Indeed, acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance are purifying even for those who are wise. These activities must be performed without attachment and expectation for rewards. This is my definitive supreme verdict, O Arjuna. Prescribed duties should never be renounced. Such deluded renunciation is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Anyone who gives up prescribed duties as troublesome or out of fear of bodily discomfort is said to have renounced in the mode of passion. Such renunciation is never beneficial or elevating. O Arjuna, when one performs his prescribed duty because it ought to be done, and renounces all material association and all attachment to the fruit, his renunciation is said to be in the mode of goodness. Those who neither avoid disagreeable work nor seek agreeable work are persons of true renunciation. They are endowed with the quality of the mode of goodness and have no doubts about the nature of work. For the embodied being, it is impossible to give up activities entirely. But those who relinquish the fruits of their actions are said to be truly renounced. The threefold fruits of actions, pleasant, unpleasant, and mixed, accrue even after death to those who are attached to personal reward. But to those who renounce the fruits of their actions, there are no such results in the here or hereafter. O mighty armed Arjuna, according to the Vedanta there are 5 causes for the accomplishment of all action. Now learn of these from me. The 5 factors of action are as follows: the body, which is the place of action, the doer, the various senses, the many kinds of efforts, and the divine providence of the Supersoul. Whatever right or wrong action a man performs by his body, mind or speech is caused by these 5 factors. Therefore one who thinks of himself as the only doer, without considering the 5 factors, is certainly not very intelligent and cannot see things as they are. Though he kills men in this world, one who is not motivated by false ego, whose intelligence is not entangled, does not kill, nor is he bound by his actions. The 3 factors that motivate action are knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knower. The 3 constituents of action are the senses, the work, and the doer. According to the 3 different modes of material nature, there are 3 kinds of knowledge, action, and performers of action. Now hear of them from me. That knowledge by which a person sees one undivided imperishable reality within all diverse living beings, you should understand to be in the mode of goodness. That knowledge by which one sees that in every different body there is a different type of living entity, you should understand to be in the mode of passion. That knowledge is said to be in the mode of ignorance when one clings to one fragmental concept, work or thing as if it were the whole, which is meager and trivial, and which is neither grounded in reason nor based on the truth. Action that is in accordance with the scriptures, free from attachment and aversion, free from hate, and done without desire for rewards, is in the mode of goodness. Action that is prompted by selfish desire, enacted with egotism, and full of stress, is in the nature of passion. That action which is undertaken from delusion, without thought to one's own ability, without regard to the consequence, loss, violence, and injury to others, is declared to be tamasic and in the mode of ignorance. The performer is said to be in the mode of goodness when he or she is free from egotism and attachment, endowed with enthusiasm and determination, and unaffected by success or failure. The performer is considered to be in the mode of passion when he or she craves the fruits of the work, is greedy, envious, violent-natured, impure, and moved by joy and sorrow. The worker who is always engaged in work against the injunctions of the scripture, who is materialistic, obstinate, cheating and expert in insulting others, and who is lazy, always morose and pessimistic, and procrastinating is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Hear now, O Arjuna, the threefold division of intellect and firm determination according to the three qualities of material nature. I will declare it to you fully and distinctly. The intellect is said to be sattvic and in the nature of goodness, O Partha, when it understands the distinction between proper action and improper action, duty and non-duty, what is to be feared and what is not to be feared, what is binding and what is liberating. O Arjuna, that intellect by which one erroneously understands what is good and evil, what ought to be done and what must not be done, is rajasic. That understanding which considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion, under the spell of illusion and darkness, and strives always in the wrong direction, O Partha, is in the mode of ignorance. O son of Pratha, that pure determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfastness by yoga practice, and which thus controls the activities of the mind, prana and bodily senses, is called sattvic, in the mode of goodness. The steadfast willpower by which one holds on to duty, pleasures, and wealth, out of attachment and desire for rewards, O Arjuna, is determination in the mode of passion. And that unintelligent determination, which cannot go beyond dreaming, illusion, fearfulness, lamentation, and gloom, O son of Pratha, is in the mode of darkness. Now hear from me, O Arjuna, of the three kinds of happiness in which the embodied soul rejoices, and can even reach the end of all suffering. That happiness, which seems like poison at first, but tastes like nectar in the end, is said to be in the mode of goodness. It is generated by the pure intellect situated in self-realization. Happiness is said to be in the mode of passion, when it is derived from the contact of the senses with their objects. Such happiness is like nectar at first, but poison at the end. And that happiness which is blind to self-realization, which is delusion from beginning to end and which arises from sleep, laziness and illusion, is said to be of the nature of ignorance. No living being on earth or the higher celestial abodes of this material realm is free from the influence of these three modes of nature. The duties of the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras are distributed based on their respective nature and gunas. Control of the internal and external organs, austerity, purity, forgiveness, integrity, knowledge of the Shastras, direct experience of the truth, faith in God, Guru and the scriptures are the duties of the Brahmins born of their own nature. Heroism, strength, fortitude, skill in weaponry, resolve never to retreat from battle, large-heartedness in charity, and leadership abilities, these are the natural qualities of work for Kshatriyas. Agriculture, dairy farming, and commerce are the natural works for those with the qualities of Vaishyas. Serving through work is the natural duty for those with the qualities of Shudras. By fulfilling their duties, born of their innate qualities, human beings can attain perfection. Now hear from me how one can become perfect by discharging one's prescribed duties. By performing one's natural occupation, one worships the Creator from whom all living entities have come into being, and by whom the whole universe is pervaded. By such performance of work, a person easily attains perfection. It is better to do one's own dharma, even though imperfectly, than to do another's dharma, even though perfectly. By doing one's innate duties, a person does not incur sin. One should not abandon duties born of one's nature, even if one sees defects in them, O son of Kunti. Indeed, all endeavors are veiled by some evil, as fire is by smoke. Those whose intellect is unattached everywhere, who have mastered the mind, and are free from desires by the practice of renunciation, attain the highest perfection of freedom from action. O son of Kunti, learn from me how one who has achieved this perfection can attain the supreme perfectional stage, Brahman, the stage of highest knowledge, by acting in the way I shall now summarize. Being purified by his intelligence and controlling the mind with determination, giving up the objects of sense gratification, being freed from attachment and hatred, one who lives in a secluded place, who eats little, who controls his body, mind and power of speech, who is always in trance and who is detached, free from false ego, false strength, false pride, lust, anger, and acceptance of material things, free from false proprietorship, and peaceful. Such a person is certainly elevated to the position of self-realization. One who is thus transcendentally situated at once realizes the supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed toward every living entity. In that state he attains pure devotional service unto me. Only by devotional service can one know me in essence, what I am and who I am. Then having known me in truth, he forthwith enters into me. Though engaged in all kinds of activities, my pure devotee, under my protection, reaches the eternal and imperishable abode by my grace. In all activities, just depend upon me and work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost and perish. If, motivated by pride, you think, I shall not fight, your decision will be futile. Your own nature will compel you to fight. That action which out of delusion you do not wish to do, you will be driven to do and act all the same, O son of Kunti, by your own inclination, born of your own material nature. The Supreme Lord dwells in the hearts of all living beings, O Arjuna. According to their karmas, he directs the wanderings of the souls, who are seated on a machine made of material energy. O Arjuna, with your whole being, take refuge in the Lord. By his grace, you will obtain supreme peace and the eternal abode. Thus, I have explained to you this knowledge that is more secret than all secrets. Ponder over it deeply, and then do as you wish. Hear again my supreme instruction, the most confidential of all knowledge. I am revealing this for your benefit because you are very dear to me. Always think of me, be devoted to me, worship me, and offer obeisance to me. Doing so, you will certainly come to me. This is my pledge to you, for you are very dear to me. Abandon all varieties of dharmas, and simply surrender unto me alone. I shall liberate you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. This is never to be spoken by you to one who is devoid of austerity, nor to one who is not devoted, nor to one who does not do service, nor to those who are envious of me. Amongst my devotees, those who teach this most confidential knowledge perform the greatest act of love. They will come to me, without doubt. No human being does more loving service to me than they. Nor shall there ever be anyone on this earth more dear to me. And I proclaim that those who study this sacred dialogue of ours will have worshipped me with their intellect through the sacrifice of knowledge. Such is my view. Even those who only listen to this knowledge, with faith and without envy, will be liberated from sins and attain the auspicious abodes where the pious dwell. O Arjuna, have you heard me with a concentrated mind? Have your ignorance and delusion been destroyed? Arjuna said, O infallible one, by your divine grace, my illusion has been dispelled, and I am situated in knowledge. I am now free from doubts, and I shall act according to your supreme instruction. Sanjaya said, Thus have I heard this wonderful conversation between Sri Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, and Arjuna, the noble-hearted son of Pritha. So thrilling is the message that my hair is standing on end. By the grace of Veda Vyasa, I have heard this supreme and most secret yoga direct from Krishna, the Lord of Yoga, himself declaring it. O King, as I repeatedly recall this wonderful holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure, being thrilled at every moment. O King, as often as I recall that most wonderful cosmic form of the Lord, great is my astonishment, and I rejoice over and over again. Wherever there is Sri Krishna, the Lord of all yoga, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be unending opulence, victory, prosperity, and righteousness. Of this, I am certain.